Welcome to Creative Spirit Gathering. I'm your host, Reverend Jen Hutchins, founder of Unity Arts Ministry. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of peekaboo pages in our journals. This might look like a very simple page, and it is, this one is, but look, there's like a little secret in here. I did a little contour cutout. So now we have a peekaboo page and we can see this collage that's happening behind it. And I love this too. If I close that part up and open here, and I get this like double hand spread. And the collage that we're going to be doing today is to set our intentions for the next couple of months. This happens to be our last session of Creative Spirit Gathering before our summer break here. For those of you watching this, in the future, it is now 2022, end of May, and we'll be taking a 2-month break for June and July and resuming again in August. So we're going to set some intentions for our summertime, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So get ready. We're going to have some fun today. You're going to need some scissors and then anything else you have on hand. This is a mixed media kind of day. I see some in our community snipping their scissors already. So I know you've got them on hand, trying to make this one an easy and fun project because, hey, summer, right? I mean, summertime for me reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of spending time outside, of play, and also of rest. I've got a background in teaching, and so I'm used to having summers off, back in the day. And so this is my first time taking a summer break in many years. I'm excited. I hope that you're excited for the summer break as well. So for those of you who are new to our community, or for those of you who may have forgotten, I just want to bring us back a little bit to the beginning of the year where I shared a quote with you by Henry David Thoreau. And the quote is, "The world is but a canvas to our imagination." The world is but a canvas to our imagination. I really want to play on this today because if we think of it that way, right, it reminds us, invites us to be the artist of our life, not just letting things happen however they will, but to recognize that we have the power to shape our reality. We have the power to make new choices, to do things differently than we've done before. And this, if we think about it, is that power of imagination to think about what is possible. And of course, anything's possible. There's so many infinite possibilities that we can lean into. And so as we're thinking about our intentions for our summer, for the next couple of months, wherever you are, right? Maybe you go back and watch this video in the winter time. And so I'm saying summer, and you're like, yeah, but it's winter. It still applies, right? The next 2 months, whatever those are for you, what are your intentions? Because when we set intentions, we are saying to our blank canvas before us, here's what I want to put on there. Right. And as an artist, as a painter, particularly, a lot of times I will set an intention, okay, I'm going to paint a particular landscape. And maybe I have some inspiration. I'm working on site, I'm, out in a field somewhere and I see these beautiful flowers. I would say 9 out of 10 times my painting is going to evolve a little bit differently than my original intention. It might still be a field of flowers, but there's going to be things that show up that are unexpected, an unexpected splash somewhere that causes me to, then create a new flower where there wasn't one, to imagine something new on the spot. So setting intention doesn't mean we are creating rigid rules around how we're going to live our next 2 months, but we're creating sort of a contour, an outline, if you will, of what we'd like to see happen in our lives. For some of us, that might be a summertime of rest and relaxation, right? Kicking back in the garden, putting your feet up, drinking some sweet tea, listening to the birds. For some of us, We might be feeling that impetus to play, to create, to explore, to go out, in our kayak, hit the mountain trails, get out your bikes, whatever that looks like for you. For some of us, this might be part of a healing journey. And we're leaning into this time to listen, to reset, to allow our minds, our bodies, the rest as we're moving through the healing. For some of us, it might be a time of inspired imagination, new ideas, new things that are on the horizon. And we're using this summer experience, this container, to hold these ideas, sort of be a dish, if you will, where things are merging together and new ideas are forming. As soon as I said that, I'm picturing sprouts. If anybody's done like sprouting in their kitchen, it's like you put the seeds in and you see the little sprouts come up. So we're setting intentions. What is it that we wish to experience more of in our lives over the next 2 months to come? Whatever that is for you, it might be very different from my list. And we've been talking about line, so I want to incorporate line in here, and I already did when I said that word contour. A contour line is a line that creates a shape. So in this case, the hand, if I could backwards, that hand there, was traced, creating the contour line. You can see it outlined in gold there. Thank you to my special friend who gave me this lovely gold marker recently. Worked beautifully on this page. So I've created an outline of the hand. You might choose to do something else other than a hand. For me, the hand represents action. It's going from the mind, the thoughts, the inspiration, the imagination, merging that with my heart. What am I feeling? How am I wanting to express this out into the world? What am I wanting to draw more of into my experiences? What am I wishing to paint on the canvas of my life? And then taking it out through my hands into the action piece. What does that look like? How am I then putting that forward? So whether it's, through a paintbrush or through action that I'm taking in my daily life, living through example, the hand for me was a powerful symbol. For you, it might be something else. Maybe it's a heart. Maybe it's a jar of paint if you're wishing to spend more time on your creative endeavors over the next couple of months. Whatever that is for you. We began by creating a simple contour line, which is simply that outline of the shape. You could do this freehand, you could trace like I did, tracing my hand. And then I just used a very simple background on this page because I wanted to focus my time on my intentions page, my mixed media collage. So once we have this page, again, you could just draw one single thing on there. I happen to take an old gift card and just swipe paint on the background to smear it on and cover the background really quickly. And I use some markers just to give some rainbows to my hand, make it a little more special. Then I moved into my collage here. And this was just a magazine collage. So I flipped through some magazines for setting that intention after a time of meditation for myself as well. What is it that I wish to create? What do I want to focus on in my life over the next couple of months, over the summertime break? And then just looked for things as I was flipping through the magazine that called to me, things that jumped out. And there happened to be a lot of words this time: creating spiritual connection, fun, welcome to nature, deepen your spiritual journey, wisdom, compassion, love, and of course, paintbrushes. And a butterfly. I don't think it would be like one of my collages without a butterfly. Again, for me, it's the symbol, the butterfly, representing that time of transformation and leaning into that experience. So Again, your collage might be very different from mine, but what I did was simply cut the images out of the magazine and then used a school style glue stick to glue them onto my page. And so now as I see it, it's a reminder of what are my intentions. Lots of nature, lots of reconnecting with spirit and my creativity. This side here, I actually used to write down some of the thoughts and ideas that came to me just using a pencil. And I just did kind of a quick wash of paint on here and some collage papers, just so it wasn't a blank page. But again, this could be however it's coming forward for you. You may be inspired to just do this whole project setting intentions with writing today, right? There's no wrong way to work in your art journal. It's just a space to process the ideas that we're working with. And today's idea is setting intention, because you are the artist of your life and your thoughts truly do make a difference in creating the beautiful masterpiece that is unfolding. So what I'd like to do is read for you. This is one of those way back moments, but I've held on to this copy of the Daily Word. This is from July, August 2013. There's this beautiful passage in here on the topic of create, and it goes so well with our message today. I wanted to go ahead and read this for you as our lead into our meditation. So I will read this, and then we'll just have a brief time of silence, and then we'll move into our journaling time together today. Create is the word. Divine creativity flows through me now. Breathe that in. Divine creativity flows through me now. We use the power of imagination to visualize, conceptualize, and create. Every day, I have an opportunity to create something new. I may use my imagination to design or write, to compose or invent, to give birth to divine ideas. I am a spiritual artist, using imagination to create my worlds. My thoughts, words, and actions are the means by which I manifest. Together, they yield rich experiences and opportunities. In silent meditation, I listen for the still small voice within. As I create from God's inspired thought, experiences of love, joy, and peace emerge. My life is a creative expression of God at work in me. Let us breathe that in, affirming together. Divine creativity flows through me now. And let us rest for a moment of silence in that truth. In this space of quiet listening, drop your awareness to your heart as you ask the question, what is in my highest good? What intentions serve me most in my growth? How do I wish to express myself as I move into the next couple of months? Listen and trust any words or inspired images that come forward. Breathe them into your awareness. As we affirm one more time together, divine creativity flows through me now. We gently return our thoughts to this moment in time. And I invite you now to move into your journal expression, exploring and expressing on the page. What are your intentions? What do you wish to create on the canvas of life? Enjoy the process.